Atiku slams Tinubu government over one-party system as Malami clashes with EFCC. A former vice president of Nigeria and ADC chieftain, Atiku Abubakar, has slammed President Bola Tinubu's administration, stating that he's pushing Nigerians toward a one-party system which, according to him, will not stand. During a visit to former Attorney General Abubakar Malami, who has just been released by Director of State Service (DSS), Atiku expressed concern over the government actions, saying the Tinubu-led government is using state power to silence dissent. He specifically mentioned the DSS siege on Malami's properties as an example of intimidation.
What we have come to realize is that there is a deliberate and calculated attempt to force a one-party rule in this country. And we want to assure you that we will stand with you to make sure Nigeria remains a multi-party democracy and that Nigerians have the right to elect a government that they believe will represent them and at the same time also bring about unity and progress in this country. We shall therefore never ever stand idle and watch this country transform into a one-party rule.
Atiku urged the government to release Nasir El-Rufai, a former Kaduna state governor, and other political detainees, emphasizing that detention should be based on political differences. He warned that Nigeria is at risk of becoming a one-party state where opposition is criminalized and election become a formality. Meanwhile, shortly after Atiku's visit, Abubakar Malami was captured confronting EFCC officials who attempted to seize his properties without a valid court order. He questioned the legitimacy of their actions, stated that the interim for future order they rely on and expired. Malami argued that the EFCC needed a specific court order to mark his properties, especially since the matter was still pending in court. In a video of the incident, Malami was seen demanding to see the court order authorizing the EFCC actions, accusing them of trying to embarrass him. The EFCC officials claimed that they had the right to mark the property, but Malami insisted that the order had lapsed and wasn't specific enough.
The order here is not specific, giving you clear directives to come and mark my property. And then this matter is pending in court. Where is the order from the court that gave you permission? Are you coming here to embarrass me unnecessarily? Because I am in court with EFCC, so you are embarking my position now to move nationwide and embarrass me? Well, tell me, what is it? What is it about? Why is the order? Without an existing court order, when a matter is pending in court, you are coming all over my properties to embarrass me. That's the way it is done. Okay, go ahead, we meet in court.
Abubakar Malami, the former Attorney General of Nigeria, was arrested on December 8, 2025 by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) for multiple allegations including money laundering and abuse of office. He was initially granted bail on November 20, 2025, but it didn't meet the requirement. Malami has been facing serious charges including terrorism financing and money laundering. Sheriff Oyewole, Television News.